Hello and welcome back to another video of mine. This is obviously going to be the Panthoseeyeshadows eyeshadows update, and again just a quick recap on my rules. I am always working on 6 shades at a time. I'm not working on blacks, I'm not working on glitters, and I'm not working on duplicate shades, and my goal is to use each of the shades either 30 times or hit pan on them. And yeah, that's already it. Let's get right into the update. The shade that has been in here the longest is this Biscotti by Sydney Grace. And unfortunately, I still did not reach my goal on this one because I was sick the last month, so otherwise I would definitely have reached my goal on this one. I used it 8 times the last month for a total of 26, and I think, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can definitely feel a little bit of a dip now. I mean a dip. This is overfilled and I am leveling it with the pen now. It's insane. This is so pigmented. I just need a little tiny bit of this one. So there's still so much in here. So 26 uses for this one. I still need to use it 4 more times to be able to roll this out. So this is staying. The second shade that was in here comes out of my Viseart Soleil Le Plage palette. And it was the first shade in here, this matte pale yellow shade. And I did use it 9 more times the last month for a total of 30 now. So I am able to roll this one out now. And I did enjoy this. This shows up on my skin tone, but I'm very light, so probably for other people this would not be a yellow shade that shows up. And when swatching, you are able to notice that even on my skin tone it's on the edge or on the border to not showing up too well. Yes. But I did enjoy it, and I kind of used it to set my eyeshadow base, but you could definitely see it, so it was a yellow crease that I used. And the third one is out of the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. And in here I was working on this shade called Sweet. I don't think you can see too much of a dip in it, but I only had to use it 4 more times to use it 30 times, and I did do so. I used it 4 more times to be able to roll it out because I used it 30 times. So this is rolling out, and this one in the palette, it looks not as yellow as just used on my eyes. It's a very yellow based brown, and I did enjoy using those two together actually in combination with each other, but I'm happy to roll both of them out now. The Lorac Gold palette, in here I was working on this shade called Unwind. It's a matte brown shade, and I did use it 12 times the last month for a total of 22. So I still need to use it 8 more times, and I did use this mostly underneath my lower lash line because it's just easy to use like that, or to darken up the crease. So yeah, it's an easy shade to use. So I think probably this will roll out next month. I'm swatching this terribly. Anyway, that's the shade. the last update I rolled out 3 shades and rolled in 3 new one. So this is the first new one that I did roll in the last time. It comes out of my Morphe palette. I don't actually know which one this is. It just says Artistry palette. Ah, Vintage Rose 9V. That's the palette. Okay. And in here I am working on this shade. This is again a matte and that's a mauve toned shade. I actually did really enjoy this shade. This is the first Morphe palette that I ever tried and that I did use. So I am happy with the quality of this one. It's very nice to use. The only thing is I don't want to say it is blendable, but when I apply it there, it sticks to one place easily. So I have to go in to another place and then apply it there and then blend them together. That's the only thing, but it works nicely still. So yeah, I'm still happy about the quality. And the last out of the 6 regular shades I did work on is in this BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette. And it's this first shade in here called Sweet. And did I even tell you how often I did use the one? I don't think I told you. So this one, this shade here, I did use 7 times. So 7 times in total because I just rolled it in 7 uses on this one. And this one, this Sweet from the Blueberry Muffin palette, I only did use 3 times. So obviously this is staying as well. So this has been my color story the last month, and I was very happy with that because I was working on pinks and purples a lot previously. So this color story and the previous one, I was very happy that I did not have too many or at all any pinks or purples. This one is kind of a pink leaning tone tone and shade. Yeah, but I'm still happy with this one. Again, I am happy that I rolled out 2, but I'm sure that I would have rolled out at least 1 more if I would not have been sick. But yeah, that's the way it was. If you are watching my videos, my Panthoseeyeshadows videos, you will know that I roll in a backup shade always, or almost always. And I did do so the last month. I only rolled in 1 backup shade so that I am able to already start working on that one when I roll 1 shade out. And I'm going to show that one to you now. And my backup shade the last month was this shade from Glam Shop Poland, and this is called Reverse. So that's my backup shade. And I did use it 4 times. So I did use this 4 times already. And this is rolling in as my 5th shade now to work on. And so far I only used it on my outer part of the lid, and it works nicely like that. And yeah, on the outer part of my lid I also don't have issues with creasing, so I cannot tell you if this would crease used all over the lid because I did not use it that way. So yes, that's all the shades I did roll in the last time. Let's fill these colors up. I said I am always working on 6 shades. shades, so I still need to roll in one more shade. So the first shade I am rolling in, I always roll in with the wheel of names, and I did do so already, so I'm going to insert you the footage now. As you saw, this Hello Kitty Colourpop palette got chosen, and I'm actually really happy that this got rolled in, because this has been on my chapbook blog and I decided to keep it, so I'm very happy that I get to use it in a project now. And this only has 4 shades, and yeah, so one of these 4 shades I am going to work on. Let's choose which one of them I'm going to work on. So I do have the numbers 1 to 4 written down on paper here, and I'm just going to choose one paper. So it's the second shade. And the second shade is this shimmery yellow in here. I think it's called La Piña. And this is going to be the 6th shade I am going to work on. This is very bright, but I really do love this shade. So I'm happy that I rolled this one in. So this is going to be my new color story for the next month. Not as cohesive, but still not too disjointed. And yeah, again, I'm going to roll in backup shades. Let's talk about the shades I already have in here. The last 3 that I just showed you previously, that I already rolled in previously, I only have little use on, so these are not considered, but the first 2 are, because I have 26 uses on the shade from Sydney Grace, so only 4 more uses to go. And I have 22 uses on this Lorac Pro shade, so only 8 more uses to go. I think I am going to be able to reach my goal on both of these. I'm not sure if I want to roll in 2 more shades or just 1 backup shades, because 8 times is a lot, and I'm not going to work on the backup shade too much then. But because I love rolling in new shades, I think I'm going to do so. So I'm going to roll in 2 backup shades. And I'm going to roll them in from here. I have written down the numbers on papers corresponding to every single eyeshadow I have in my collection. And I'm going to choose out of here 2 papers. The first one will be 418. So that's the first number. And the second number is 824. So these are the 2 numbers I'm going to search for in my collection, and I will be right back and show you. So I am back, and I did find the 2 shades. The first one comes out of my Sigma Corderosa palette, and in here I already did work on a few shades within the project, the Panthoseeyeshadows project. I already did work on Sunsprite, I already did work on Damask, and I already did work on Hybrid. And the shade that got rolled in now is Medallion. So this is going to be the first shade that is going to be a backup shade. This was for the number 418. And yeah, another matte brown. But it's fine. I was complaining that I worked on a lot of pink tones, so now it's my brown face. Yeah, so Medallion, that's the first backup shade. Again, I'm going to swatch it out. And these shades, all the mattes that I did use so far, are super pigmented, so that's not a surprise for me. But that also means on my skin tone at least that there's gonna be little to almost none progress on the shade because it's super pigmented and I only need to use a teeny tiny bit of it. And the second backup shade that got rolled in for the number 824 is another Glam Shop Poland shade, and I'm super excited about this one. This is called Dragon Fruit, and as you're able to see, I did not really use it yet, but these are the pastel, does it say on here? Multi-pastels, and I love this. I purchased several of these, and yeah, I really do enjoy them, so I'm happy to have rolled in one of them into this project. And these are also the first two Glam Shop Poland eyeshadows that I rolled in to my Panthoseeyeshadows project overall, and I am doing this my third year now. So yeah, this is going to be the second backup shade. And it's also none of them is too similar with my color story or to any of the shades in my color story. So yeah, there you go. This is my update for the Panthoseeyeshadows. And again, as always, if you do the Panthoseeyeshadows project, please let me know. I love watching this. This is one of the projects I love most. Doing it and also watching updates. It doesn't matter if it's videos, if it's on Instagram, it doesn't matter. Just let me know. And yeah, again, I think these are all interesting. It's an interesting color story, to be fair. I think it's one of the least cohesive color stories that I did have so far. But still, it's a lot of neutrals and a lot of easy shades to work on, actually. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it and I wish you a very nice day. Bye!